We're here today to talk about the most messed up.
Oh, God.
Can you move your fucking foot? I went to put my arm down in this tiny chair that's squeezing me.
Griffey touched my
Because
foot.
I felt more like a man than Sam. I went to put my hand on the fucking Murder, She Wrote armrest and just grabbed Sam's toes, and I want to fucking die.
I need to go to
Get
the
your
doctor.
fucking toes away from me. This is fucking insane. These work conditions
This
are
room is not
cool.
big enough.
Good God. All right, we're here to talk
cult
about...
of toes.
I literally had my fucking fingers between his second and third toe, and it makes me so fucking
It felt very
incensed
strange.
with rage. That's all right. That's right. I'm going to power through because I'm a fucking professional, and I see a red light. We're here to talk about the most messed up cult movies. So, cults, these are groups of people that make all kinds of horrid decisions because they have gone into groupthink. I watch lots of documentaries in cults. I think one of the most fascinating things about cults is everyone's like, how did these fucking fools fall for it? It happens so much.
So much great cult TV.
Yes.
A lot of good cult documentaries have come out recently. And that's what you're thinking. Like, how could anybody in their right mind be susceptible to this?
It's almost always tied to some sort of true crime, right?
Wait, is Sam on this or not? Get
So
your
for
fucking
Sam.
toes back. Get your fucking toes
Oh
back.
my God.
We'll ask you when we need. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's fine. Sorry, I'm so mad at Sam and his toes.
Jesus.
Ew, I just scratched my face with it. That's horrible. No, I think what's cool, like we just had Nexium, right? You
Yeah.
could say political
Yeah.
parties feel like cults, like fandoms in sports. I think cults are everywhere, right?
What,
the
what was
moment
the
that you
one
give
where
up,
she drank the silver?
oh my God,
That
yeah, she
was
was drinking the
crazy.
colloidal silver and she looked like
Yeah.
she was Smurf Blue when they found
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Dude, that's the crazy one where she thought aliens were communing with us. And then she was talking to aliens, and it was like mostly dead celebrities, right? Like all the way back to, I think it was fucking Sir Isaac Newton and Robin Williams, all these weird
Yeah,
dead
Robin
celebrities,
Williams.
but then Trump also, who's alive.
I don't
And it was
know.
crazy. She had all these followers, and she was drinking colloidal silver, so she
crazy.
died and was fucking blue.
And then there was Heaven's Gate. They did that documentary too.
Heaven's Gate,
Yeah.
Jonestown. There's so many
Yeah,
incredible
Indiana's home
cults.
to Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Jim Jones
church
was one of our
started
own.
here.
Jim
Yeah.
Jones, Helter
Limit-
Skelter, all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what scares us so much about the cults, this is my opinion, I would love to hear your guys, is especially in America, man, the individuality, the thinking for yourself, how easily, just to be a part of a group, a lot of these are like weird sex things, right? Like
Yeah.
you can just have sex. I was watching one about this guy, Rael, in France, who said he was like a whisperer of the aliens. And essentially just turned it into like a huge, everyone comes there and fucks him while he plays his like acoustic guitar. That's also a trend.
David Koresh, Waco.
David Koresh. But it's the way we will give up our individuality to be a part of a group that knows the answers to things. Like, why do things fucking suck here? We know how to fix it.
Yeah.
That falling into line, I think, is really hard for most of us to accept, but we do it all the fucking time. So, Josh, what makes an incredible movie cult?
Well, creepiness, I think, is the biggest thing. Is the welcoming factor that when you as an audience member are like, oh, they don't seem so bad.
It's that moment where you're like, that's not, like, maybe.
Yeah, they're chill.
And
They're
like,
cool.
Fuck.
And then you're playing an acoustic guitar and fucking them. And it's like, you know,
I'll tell you this
it's
from
like,
college.
yeah,
Anytime
yeah.
a dude whips out an acoustic guitar, I just leave.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking out.
Yeah.
That never
When the
works.
toes come out, run, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing.
I have toe trauma right now, dude. I get it.
But yeah, I think it's the that blurry aspect of you don't know what you're walking into, you don't know
Yeah.
what you're about to watch, you don't know what these characters are about to be introduced to, and that's what makes,
Yeah.
in my
And
opinion,
it's the what would I do in that scenario? Would I be brave and fight back or just shut up and hope to get out?
Yeah.
I think that's a crucial part of it. Heath, what makes a great movie cult?
I echo everything that Josh said. I'm honing in on what you said about the welcoming aspect to it. So we just did the Stepford Wives on one of our recent episodes. And I don't even know, is that on anyone's list? Stepford Wives?
Should be.
we're not going to tell
Can
you,
you-
right? We're not
can
going to
you
tell
say
you.
that
right?
that's a cult? I mean,
That's
I guess
absolutely a cult.
it's a cult. Okay.
It's a group of men who decide that they're going to
the
form
men
a
are the
society.
cult. You're right. No,
Right? And they're like, if only our wives just didn't tuck and sucked us off all the time.
Well-
and you're like, Jesus, dude.
cults also represent conspiracy. And
Yes.
that is something that, is really top of mind right now. And we're basically finding out that QAnon and 8chan and all of these things that seem on the edges of society might actually kind of have
They were
some teeth
closer
to it.
than we are
Yeah,
comfortable
closer.
with
Oh,
admitting.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's a lot of, so if you're inside the cult, it's a lot about, how can the community, which we all need to thrive and survive, turn on me and make
Yeah.
me lose my sense of morality, lose my sense of what's right and wrong. But at the same time, if you're on the outside of the cult, what are those people doing? How are they conspiring against us?
Well, it's
What are
also
they-
just like those characters that are looking in and they're like, I don't fucking get it. But these people think they found it, man. They found the answer. They found the way that this all makes sense. And that complete, like, we can't fucking figure it out, but they don't give a fuck. Like, they're not one of us anymore.
But that's the thing, right? Is everybody's always looking for something that's not there, right?
Hey, man,
the answers that's
what
not
is
right. Like you're
all
looking,
religion, what's
yeah.
being a vegan, what's CrossFit. Like, these are all just things that it's like, this gives me meaning and
Yep.
purpose and
Yep.
will get me through another shitty day.
Yep.
Like, cult has a very loaded
It does.
terminology, right?
Look,
but I think a lot of things you could consider
That's
really
what I was
fit
about
cults,
to say.
yeah.
It's tribalism, right? And
Tribalism,
that extends to religion, extends to sports,
sports for
politics, obviously. So yeah, I mean, we are all kind of accusing one another of being in one cult or another. I mean, we're trying to build the messed up movies cult here.
We
I mean,
want to be a cult.
It's not like cults are
We want to be one.
right.
Hell yeah.
I mean, they have
We'll
a
decide who the
negative
leader is by
connotation.
a straw vote later.
By who likes 10 Cloverfield Lane the most?
Shut up!
We're litigating past
Between
pods.
the toes and the fucking country. I can't take it.
no.
Sophia and
Yeah.
maybe Sam.
Yeah.
What makes for a great movie cult to you?
I think for me, the two main themes are trust and deceit.
Ooh, I like that.
Because I mean, it's that weird. I feel like a lot of the movies too will always pry on like young females who unfortunately don't know better yet. And
That
so they're
sounds
able
misogynistic.
What?
Me? Do I
Ew, gross, Sophia.
Girl!
Well, it also might just be a like, well, they're like, everywhere else fucking sucks for me too.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
full of
true.
fucking predatory
Good point.
people.
to,
Yeah.
But these cult leaders, they always like are able to build this bond of trust. And then the shattering moment is always when like, oh shit, like maybe this guy's just fucking crazy and isn't on Xanax. Like maybe like
Yeah.
he's not God, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing about cults, right? Is they always start off being awesome. And then eventually you realize, oh, this isn't
It's
so
all
awesome.
just
like doing,
orgies
like,
and titty
Molly or
pleasures. And then
X.
next thing you know, they
Yeah.
want to tithe.
And then, oh yeah, you got to give us all your money and you got to do all this other
Well,
stuff.
10% of your money.
Well, there's a dark side to any institution, right? I mean, we are naturally corrupt. I mean,
Right, but we're also tribal animals.
Yes.
Like we are built to make villages and packs and like our own people. Right? So I think it really preys on like our two most primal fears, right? Which is that one, none of this means anything and we're useless. And two, we're just fucking terrified of being alone and unheard.
a couple
And the cult fixes all
a
that.
couple examples that come to mind that I'm assuming are not on anybody's list. So don't come at me. But if you think of like The Island, wait, is that the name of it? The Island?
Michael Bay?
No. Oh, sorry.
Shall-
The beach.
Shyamalan.
The Beach.
Leonardo.
Beach is a classic
Yes,
cult,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. But it's kind of like, what are you doing for the group? And if you aren't part of that contribution, you know, if you're not with us, you're against us.
But also the person at the top's got to get licked every day.
Yes.
Right? Like they're above us in a way,
the-
even though we're all the same.
I also think of something like Serpico, the institution of police, things like that. So it's all about the organization, the institution is prioritized above the self.
It's getting you to put the group before yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, Sophia, would you like to roll
Let's go.
4 picks? So,
All right.
start with Josh's hole.
Josh's hole
Number
gets
1.
a 7.
God damn it.
Love that. Heath.
Heath, 12.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sofa Sam, 15.
God damn it.
Joshua Griffey, 3.
That seems rigged. I saw the way she tilted the
That's a
tray.
bummer.
Sofa Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
bummer.
this way to Heath and then back. So, Heath, you'll have 2 on the turn.
What do you think?
You guys are going first.
I know we got a first pick.
So wait a minute,
We
what do
didn't
we-
have time to
so-
convene.
Them this way and then back. Clockwise. Clockwise? Yeah, clockwise. All right.
Clockwise. Okay.
Do you guys have your first pick
Yeah.
ready?
Sam's gonna take this one over.
All right, I think if you're going to go with a cult movie, you got to take Rosemary's Baby, first pick.
What?
No, that's a great movie.
What?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so the whole
Sorry, I'm still in combat mode.
idea behind Rosemary's Baby is she's
Yeah, why was this dude so afraid of babies, man?
because she happens to be pregnant with the Antichrist.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
her
it.
entire apartment complex is culting together to make this happen.
Colton, yeah.
together.
Sophia, what about this movie scares you still to this day?
This was not my pick.
Do you have anything to add, or you think Sam made a huge blunder?
Did I make a huge
I
mistake?
support Sam in this.
Okay. Well, the things that should scare Sophia today is the whole movie's
Yeah,
about
mansplain to her.
Yeah, tell me.
the whole movie
I'll act scared,
is about
Harry.
how men control women.
Oh shit!
that
Dude, you
is-
just scared the shit out of Sophia.
That is the cult. That is the ever
I
present.
do love that Sam just raised his hand and he's like, I will show you exactly
Let me
this
show
movie's
you.
so scary.
You wanna
kind
know
of
why you
irony
should be
is it that
afraid?
This was maybe Roman Polanski's.
Yeah, that's the problem with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
actually, Chinatown, if you think about it, is sort of a cult movie
Yeah.
too. There's something about him and
It's like a
cults,
government cult.
There's
Yeah.
powerful
But he's in
conspiracies
cults,
of the rich.
But he is
Yeah.
the cult. Yeah.
But then he did the exact same thing and
Right.
then fucking fled to a country with no extradition. Just saying. But yeah, it is scary. And it's one of those two. I think that was a perfect time and place where there was this kind of sexual liberation, right? There's this women liberation. There's the famous Time article, right? God is dead, that famous cover. And there was this idea that we thought we had moved past all of these scary primal things. And that movie just reminds you, like, the rich will always consume you. And you could be a plaything for the rich, and that manifests in Satan, and that manifests in her husband betraying her. It's just all the way down. When she goes to see her doctor, who, if I remember right, is fucking Charles Grodin.
Yep.
Not doing the fucking comedic Charles Grodin. that we're
Before
used to.
Beethoven. Before
Yeah, exactly. Before the
Yes.
perfect film that is Beethoven.
Yes.
Which I fucking fully agree.
Beethoven's
That's not
second
comedy.
as well.
That's
by the
not
way.
fucking
Yeah, yeah,
comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, she goes to a doctor. She's like, fucking help me. I need answers. Even the fucking doctor just sends her back to the Satanists. How about at the end when they're all just fucking partying and they have her fucking baby there and she what's wrong with its eyes?
Well,
And it's just fucking, dude, that is pure nightmare fuel.
So
whole
that at
movie.
the end, when she sees the eyes, shortly after that she accepts it, right? And that's kind of
Yeah.
the whole point of the movie. Is
Yeah.
it's better. I don't know if it's trying to say it's better to just fit in with society, but I feel like that's kind of the message at the end. Is there's nothing you can do.
It feels more inevitable to me.
It's
yeah.
inevitable.
Yeah.
But even down to like the simple things where like they don't even want her to read books.
Right.
Like they don't want her to
Right.
like learn
Complete
anything.
That's like Chris
Control.
Hemsworth in Cabin
Well,
in
it's
the
when
Woods
you-
when his
it's your-
girlfriend
yeah.
has a book. He's like,
Yeah.
who taught
told
you
you
about
how to read
these?
books?
That's exactly But in this movie, it's like legit. They're like, why are you? Don't hurt yourself. Don't waste your time trying to figure out what's wrong with you.
Well, I think
she
it's
has
like-
marks on her body,
Yeah.
and her husband's like, ignore that. He
Yeah.
has marks.
Yeah.
It's ignoring the obvious.
And she's dying to be a mom, right? So it's like
Yes.
at the end of the day, it's like for her, what is it? What is more important? This vast conspiracy that's around her, this vast
Yep.
people controlling her, or at the end where she's a mom?
Yeah.
And do you just accept?
It just happens to be
do
the
you accept-
Antichrist.
Yeah, yeah,
but,
yeah.
you
She
know.
just
But
happened
she
to
got
hook
her
up with the
baby.
devil,
All kinds of
and
people
like
have
you
kids
know,
who
and it's
suck,
like
dude.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just
So it's like,
statistically the truth.
but that's a movie that's still like it's as a horror fan, like it's a movie that is there in front of our face, no matter what, regardless
If you're
of
watching
yeah.
Hereditary,
Yes, you owe it to
Yeah,
Rosemary's
exactly.
Baby to go.
The one thing I'll say, this is a little weak because essentially you just get free rent and unlimited babysitters forever. But it's actually not like the worst deal
Sure.
of all Satan
But-
deals.
What I want to present is even if it wasn't the Antichrist, right? Even if everything happened to her, even if it was just a normal baby, what they did to her would still be terrifying.
I agree.
Like
Yeah.
they add the
The
Antichrist
lying
part.
and the drugging and like
Yeah.
even if all that's a hallucination, that's fucking insane. Old naked people around your bed while you're getting humped by someone you didn't choose, that's fucking crazy.
That's
It
just
is. It
my
has
family
great
get-togethers.
imagery. It has fucking beautiful, like one of the most beautiful horror scores. Like that.
Yeah.
That movie is fucking incredible.
And you never really see the baby, right? You just see the eyes.
Yeah, you
Right,
don't.
okay.
Yeah,
So you don't know
I think they reveal more in they. Well, no, I think,
The
but they
sequels?
reveal more in the sequel.
Okay. But the whole point is you don't know if she's crazy.
right,
I feel like
which
we
is
know
also
she's
yeah,
not crazy. by
which
the
is
end.
also maybe a wrongful point of view from the filmmaker. You know, still putting a
That could have been-
Well, yeah, he is the guy who did Repulsion.
you know, which is
There is
also a
sometimes that
great
when
movie.
making
It's
art,
just
people
hard
tell
to,
on
you
themselves a
know,
little.
yeah, yeah.
All right, that's a pretty good choice. I'm gonna go with the best cult movie of all time since you guys left it on the board. I'm gonna take The Wicker Man. When you think of a cult film, there's no
Yep.
fucking cult film that rises higher than the fucking Wicker Man. It's like 72 minutes long. It's a fucking missile. So essentially, this girl's gone missing on an island. They send this very fucking puritanical, square virgin cop to go investigate. He runs around. He's judging the shit out of all of this local lore, these kind of Age of Aquarius signs, right? The naked ladies around the fire. He goes and finds Christopher Lee, Lord Summerisle. And he's kind of like, well, this is how we live our life, man. These are crops. Like, why would you judge the shit out of us? He's the whole time espousing this whole fucking Christian belief, right? And Lord Summerisle's like, why is our shit more crazy than yours? It obviously ends in the greatest finale of all time, right? Which is him being let out. He's actually part of the ritual. He's been called out there to be part of it. Had he just fucked that bartender chick,
Yep.
he
Yep.
would not have
wouldn't
been.
even never.
But because
yep.
he clung to his beliefs, he was
Yep.
perfect for their beliefs to feed upon. And he's put in the. There's no better ending in cinema history to me then the finale of him in there, there's all these animals in there. It's primal. It's ancient. We don't understand, but they're singing with joy as the fire's lit. He's praying out to a God who does not save him.
Jesus Christ.
And then at the end, it's just that fucking thing falls and there's just the sun. And it's we can't turn away from the harsh truth and reality of these clashing beliefs. I think it's a damn near perfect film.
Agreed. 100%. Yeah, that's and inspired, countless folk horror movies, cult horror movies. I mean, it's great.
Right. Yeah, it's ground zero for folk horror.
I think it is the primo folk horror film of all time.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else on The Wicker Man?
Is that the one with Nick Cage and the bees?
That's the
remake. He does the remake.
That's the remake. I was just about,
I was very confused. I was playing along, listening, nodding my head, but the entire time
You're
I'm like,
not
when
wrong,
does Nick
Sophia.
Cage come into this?
Yeah.
This isn't what I remember.
He made a memorable Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Not for saying the
for
best
the
Wicker Man.
great reasons that
I'll tell you this,
Sure.
every now and again I have a couple adult medicines. I will turn on Nick Cage's Wicker Man just because that movie's fucking bees!
When he's in the bear suit.
Yes. Yep.
That's like Midsommar, he won.
Yeah.
It's like, ah! Dude, anything with Nick Cage just works for me. So yeah, I have a sucker for both, but
It's
I'm going
wild.
to take the OG, The Wicker Man. I think it's
So
the
good.
perfect cult film of
Cool.
all. Josh, first pick.
Well, we could go with Wicker Man Part 2, Midsummer. Ari Aster's Midsummer.
Midsommar, yeah.
All right, which I'm so happy it fell to me. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love it dearly. But I think, what he gave us with Hereditary, Midsummer just really took Ari Aster to another level.
I agree.
And I think
those two as your first two movies is fucking
That's
insane.
it's
unbelievable.
insane to me, and it's also insane that Florence Pugh really up to that point was sort of very unknown. She had done a few things,
Fighting with my family.
but really, but really, this movie and this character of Danny was just so devastating, and it's daytime horror, which is always such a shift from what we're usually getting. Which Wicker Man is also daytime horror, right? So,
but you can't run from the truth. There's
what's your
very culty.
with what we talked about with what leads you to a cult, right? Where Danny at the start of Midsummer, not to spoil it loses her family, her entire family.
Dude, the scene where
it's
the fucking tubes coming from the car in the garage. That is such a brutal
it's
opening.
incredible, and right from the get, this is going to be a fucked up movie right from the get, right? And then you see, which
I've actually taken so much shit because we did our pod. We watched the movie, then went to BW3s and got hammered, and came back, and I essentially blacked out. I did the whole pod, and I was like, he's not that bad of a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And to this day, I've been trying to land that ship. My wife hates it.
No. There's no landing that
boyfriend.
ship.
Why is he such a horrible boyfriend?
He's a terrible
Let's
boyfriend.
hash it out.
Lost her
She
family.
lost her whole
And he invited her on a European
No, he
vacation.
didn't. She said.
Well, she forced her way in.
No,
that was uncool
no,
of her.
No.
She did
Wait,
not
am I in
want.
charge of regulating my
She
partner's
did not.
emotions,
She
or-
did not want to be alone. She just lost her
Right.
entire family.
Has
Right.
one support
and
system
her
left.
shitty boyfriend was like, "Well, I'm gonna still go on this
I
trip."
feel like
and
you're a
even
traitor
his
to men,
friends,
but that's fine.
even his friends, when he says,
His
"I'm
friends all
still gonna
do
go,"
that.
even
Do
his
not
friends are
fucking
like,
invite
"You're
her.
really gonna go on this trip still?" Like they say,
Do
and
not invite
then.
But
do
wait,
not
time out,
invite
time
her.
out. You're rewriting that. They're not saying don't go on this trip still, bro. They're saying do not
No.
fucking
Like
bring
they're
her.
they do say that, but the whole thing where she's like, "Oh, you're still going," like you're still going. We've all been
Also,
there, right? Where like
Dare
your
we
partner,
forget this is an academics trip. This is for his and their future.
yeah, and it's so
Well-
important to him that he steals his friend's
Right.
entire thing. You're forgetting that Christian.
I didn't say
is,
he's a good student.
He's
I
a
said it's just
shitty human. Does he deserve to be what happens to him?
Yes.
Sure, probably.
Really?
But
No.
Really?
do
Heath,
I
save me.
I think
Heath,
what's
back
funny
me up.
to me is
Oh,
that
Josh.
we are more worried about what happens to Christian when we know he's a shitty person, but the British tourists who get fucking filleted and butterflied
that's
when
not
his
cool.
friends like these people that are completely Danny is just seeing all this. So
Most
Well,
of the
they're
American
victims.
Most
They
of
are
the
victims.
American guys, you kind of get why they have it coming. The British people do nothing wrong.
And you all Danny wanted was a family, and she thought she had that in Christian. So
That's
she
crazy
gets,
though.
she
They're
gets-
dating.
she
They're not even
loses-
engaged.
She
A
wanted to
college
be
boyfriend?
She wanted to be engaged, and so she finds this cult. She
He was
finds
going to
his
dump
family.
her before this happens. So his real sin is that he didn't say, ooh, I actually don't want to be a part of your healing. I want to dump you now and add to your fucking misery.
Well, I do think you're bringing up a good point, which is why this makes it a very interesting cult movie, is because she's embraced by the cult.
Yep.
And that's what she's been looking for.
Yep.
And so it's kind of a subversion on what we come to expect out of cult movies, which is, oh, the cults are toxic. They're bad.
Yep.
Well,
And
they
she
literally-
finds solace in it.
The scene where like she's in the cabin with all the women and she's like wailing and they're wailing back to her and she's able to like see her trauma and her pain in front of her to be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And to put
this isn't something to hide away from.
Yeah.
It's not, see, to me, that was the scene I was watching that in the theater, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm watching like a next level film.
Can we talk
scene
about
when
the
all the
plot
women were crying.
a little bit before we start saying it's a next level film, though?
I knew I would have one defender
Because
in the room.
I do have one super gripe with this movie, and it's how they recruit. Is they have a dude come to age and he has to go to college in another
They
country.
only do it once every 90 years, right?
Yeah.
So it's not that
a
often.
life cycle.
I know. So what happens if this guy doesn't get Americans to come back
He's
with
like
him?
6'3" hot Norwegian
that's
guy.
not a question that
Yeah,
you need to ask
honestly.
because that's not like
They're at a
that's
rich place where
what
they're doing
happens.
theses,
What happens at the
Well-
end of Star Wars if they don't shoot the freaking like this? These are hypothetical
Disney
questions.
World
that we
does it
don't
with
need to
college
Well, so they're
ask,
not
right?
trying to increase the cult.
Well, no, she's now going to be a part of their
Yeah.
cult.
They,
They
find
need one
they
person.
bring sacrifices
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
They
Each
make it seem
pers- yeah.
appealing. Like they're like, you can, you know,
Well,
get experience.
I'm just saying,
and
like,
travel.
why don't you just go to like a village in your own country and get people? Why do you have to go to America?
Oh, you think this is like
I feel like it's a super convoluted way to get people to come to your celebration.
I think you're spreading your seed, your Harga seed throughout the
Your Harga
entire.
seed?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
you're
how I always
trying-
took care of my heart.
Sam's taking the America First route.
Hey,
on
I'm,
this.
I'm not trying to say it's a bad movie. I'm just
Sam
saying.
doesn't want Harga seed, he wants Maga seed.
But you think about, he brings Americans. The
Yes.
other people bring British people.
Yeah,
There's
they could be
people
from anywhere.
bringing everybody
from all over the world.
from all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Like you're.
we just are focusing on.
we're
the
just
American
focused on
character.
I think
Danny's
it's
copy.
Weird, I think it's weird to like draw like, why are these people who do ancient weird rituals like
Yeah.
throwing olds off
Yeah.
of the cliff with
Yeah.
hammers,
Yeah.
like
No,
not making the best
part.
choices?
That part I understood.
Yeah.
It was the getting the
Fuck all
Americans.
That's
Yeah.
why. I'm
Anyway.
just saying they don't fucking know. They're fucking like old timey people who don't have the fucking internet and shit. They don't know.
Well, I'm just saying you could just go down this.
Why
you
do the
know,
Amish all
highway.
get together and just fucking blast each other's butts in Rumspringa? We don't know. They're a repressive culture.
Well, but I don't know if it was maybe more of the plot that they wanted to punish these like people
No.
that are
No.
from
I-
such a
that-
different culture.
I think
I think they're giving
they-
them the chance to prove
they have
if they can be
yeah,
part of the
they
thing.
have such a in their eyes an innocent tradition that is for sustainability of what their culture is that they just go out and if people come back whatever happens it's not a part of them they don't know these people right
Yeah,
and so
and technically the May Queen could be one of
yeah
their own.
yeah the May Queen
Could
is
be.
like they did kind of stage that for Danny
It feels like
once they
chose her
realized the
specifically.
trauma that she brought
Yeah, I mean,
and
she
anyway
wasn't
we're
getting-
talking too much
She
about
wasn't getting
Midsummer.
pubes in her lemonade.
We're talking
You know what I
yeah
mean?
it was a pie
Hey, it's
First
an
of all, it was a
amazing
pie.
film, and
It's
we could
incredible.
spend hours talking about the
Yes,
movie.
we could.
I agree.
We literally did.
Yeah.
And I think I read
hours
it, so-
hours have already passed.
so wait
Dude, Heath is back to
Griff
the
do you
vengeance
want to
engine.
clarify your position on Christian
You're right. He should have dumped her and left her to fucking suffer alone. I agree.
it's the only good thing to say.
Look,
No,
he's not the worst villain that we've ever had. He's not a hero. You know,
He's a
It's-
coward.
He's a
He's a
realistic
coward.
villain. Like
He's a
that's
coward.
that's
He's a
just a
realistic
shitty
villain.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know?
I relate. I'm a people pleaser. Like I
Yeah.
would be like, okay, yeah, you can come on
right.
the trip.
I agree that it's he made bad choices. I would, and also once you start fucking the lady and all the old women are pressing your butt cheeks,
Yeah.
now you've officially crossed into hard to defend zone.
Right.
I agree with that. Heath, you've got 2 picks. You're
Yeah,
on the
I
turn.
do.
push the hard
Man,
defense zone.
I'm gonna go with look. It's all in our faces right now. We're all thinking about
Jesus
it.
H.
Eyes wide shut.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, hell yeah.
Look,
That is a cult. It's a sex cult.
yeah,
no,
absolutely
I-
a sex
you're right.
cult.
It was on my list.
Yeah.
I
So
just didn't
this
know
was
how
one of
it
the
would
things that have
fit.
been floating around.
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
Kubrick trying to warn us
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that?
yeah.
And I think anyone who's like, was this thing trying to warn us? Is like, that's bullshit. Just tell us.
Yeah.
Like, don't make a fucking obscure movie about
It
it.
is fun to have this because it's a great movie.
Great movie.
1999.
Dude, they
uh,
have the guy
Kubrick's
in it
last
that they're
film.
like, that looks exactly like him. He had met Epstein.
Yes, he looks like
Dude,
Epstein.
look into it. It's crazy.
And I've seen a lot of fun, social media posts about was Kubrick killed by the Epstein cult because he knew too much. And
yeah,
apparently,
they,
but
the
they
moon
still let
landing.
him release
he
the
had a
movie.
bunch of people after him.
I read a book called I think it was called Eyes Wide Open by the guy who co-wrote it with Stanley Kubrick, and it was just the whole process of about how they adapted this old French like folk tale or something, and I think it was French, maybe it was Dutch. Anyway, it's a fascinating little memoir about how obsessive Kubrick is and how this movie came to be, and he was so interested in that aspect of it.
Yeah.
This elite class that just threw these parties.
Oh yeah.
And where the movie really gets, because a lot of it's about just Tom Cruise sort of wandering around through a fake New York.
Wanting to bang and shit.
Yeah, is he enough of a man to please his wife? You know, what's the status of his relationship? Right? Where it gets really creepy to me, and I've seen people criticize this, but it's my favorite part of the movie is when he goes up to that gate and they give him that little note, and that's where you feel there are powers at play here.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That we weren't prepared for, and it kind of like kicks into another gear.
It's that weird mix of like the intimacy of being in a marriage that's not working, but also this kind of like big global view.
Yeah.
Of like, there's predators who are like, well, you're a rich guy. We can fucking make that work, right? They find him at his moment of weakness. And that movie's really insidious. And I think it got kind of shit on at the time. And this was right when a lot more people were comfortable kind of shitting on Kubrick for being like a dictator, evil director.
He was dead. He couldn't defend himself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like people were starting to really turn, but I was like, there's something of all his movies. I think that's the most, because a lot of people are like Barry Lyndon. I was like, Barry Lyndon fucking sucks. Like, let's be real.
Come on.
That's the most underappreciated movie he's ever made. Like, Barry Lyndon is craft, but no fucking soul. This one to me is the opposite. There's so much soul in this one. And he was a very not humanistic director.
Yeah.
He really treated people like props and like he
yeah.
had a very dour view of all of humanity.
Yeah.
I think weirdly this one taps into some of the more relatable shit that he ever dealt with. Yeah.
I don't know that you can say he had a dour view of humanity. Have you seen Paths of Glory?
Well, right, you're talking about his early shit. Like,
1940s.
Once he had his fucking authority,
change,
right? What did he make? Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange, The Shining.
Yeah.
Like, none of these movies think we're good people that were doing good things.
I think he's
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, a whole movie about forcing people to open their eyes to see, like, the damage that humans are doing.
We were all beneath him, and we were fucking evil creatures at our core.
I don't agree with that. No, I think he was just exposing the underbelly of the things that we're too afraid to talk about, and that's what Eyes Wide Shut is.
I agree.
Tom
and
Cruise
that's what
having
good cult
sex.
movies do.
Yeah,
nobody wants to talk about.
Tom Cruise may have had people taken to a trailer that were.
Speaking of cult leaders, yeah.
All right. So what's your second?
Jesus Christ! Well, Heath's dead now.
Well, yeah, we're all gonna. By the way, we all love ourselves and would never know how to tie a knot to hang ourselves.
I have nothing to say negative about any of that.
Yeah. Hey, we've all spent time in LA, walked by the Scientology.
Yeah, the worst,
felt
scary.
And I thought it seemed
I've only
cool
seen the
and
one.
fun.
Is it St. Louis? They have a huge one.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's
in
horrifying.
LA.
They have people out in the streets, and like we literally crossed the street, so we didn't walk in front of the building.
Yeah.
And they like watched us the whole time as we were walking, even across the street.
It's even more intense in LA.
When
they
I first
follow
got to
you
LA,
down. They follow you down the.
So I had a buddy who was.
Are you talking about Scientology?
Yeah, I had a buddy who was.
No,
he did a character
we're
where
not
he was
talking
a gay
about
Jewish
that.
rapper, and he'd write all these songs about like fucking dudes and shit. And I was like,
Eminem.
Cool. Yeah, and I don't remember what his fucking rap name was, but his songs were actually good. But we were like assistants at this production company. He's like, hey man, I want to go film a video at the Museum of Psychiatry, which is like the evil of all things. We didn't realize it was a Scientology place. We went in and I was filming him, and they had these giant fucking dudes in white button-up shirts that were like gonna fucking try to murder us if we didn't get out of there. And they took the fucking tape. It was crazy. But we didn't realize that was a Scientology thing. They're very anti-psychiatry. That's it. We could do a lot of tangents.
Yeah, you just
What's
have to
your
go back
second
and
pick,
look
Heath?
at his interview with Matt Lauer, and you'll know that. Yeah, the stance of Scientology on that. Anyway, Tom Cruise, I love you. Don't come
I
after me.
don't.
Tom Cruise.
All right,
The most overrated
Tom
guy
Cruise.
in history.
Let us-
Yeah. You're 5'2"
there are
ass. We're
so
not
many
scared.
great
Is he really
ones.
5'2"?
Yeah, he's very
But
short.
if I must, this is a great cult movie, and it really gets into the nitty gritty of what it's like to be in a cult, and that is Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
This is a killer start for you already.
Thank you.
That's gonna lose.
No,
No
no,
one
no,
who
that's
listens to our
fucking-
pod
Come
does
on.
ever.
I've
This
never
is-
heard of that
Sean
movie.
Durden, this is one.
Sean Durden,
This is
great
one of the cult movies.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Elizabeth Olsen.
Yes.
It starts off. She escapes the cult. She goes to a payphone. Her sister, played by Sarah Paulson, comes, picks her up, and it's like, where's she been? What's her life been like? She won't open up. They're trying to figure her out, and then we go into flashbacks of basically how she got into this cult, and it's more or less like a David Koresh or Charles Manson. They have this commune on a farm, and it starts out great. Like we all just kind of live off the land, we help each other, and then of course it's like, how do they sustain all of this? Well, they have to go rob people, and so she gets involved in these crimes, and then it's just like any kind of institutional thing where you are complicit at the minimum. And then that means you can't go to anybody else. You're stuck with us.
Yeah.
And so she starts to realize, oh, I'm trapped. And how do I get out of this? And God, John Hawkes plays just such a great.
Shout out Kenny Powers' brother.
Oh, he's so good in this, though.
He was the most ruthless one. Used to bust him in the head with the stick.
Back to your point, Griffey. He whips out the acoustic guitar in the beginning.
That's red flag 101.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fucking out every time.
He teaches her how to shoot a gun, all these things, and we find out that he's sleeping with all the women, of course, because he's the cult leader.
That's the way.
And the thing that is so disturbing about this movie is the very end, where she's in the back of the car and they're trying to, I forget exactly where they're going, but you start to get the paranoia sense that they know where she's at and they could be right behind her.
Yeah.
You don't know for sure. It leaves it open.
That's how cult members live their whole lives.
Exactly.
It's fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Like, even when you get out, the rest of your life, that's the first start of every sentence, right?
Yeah.
Is that I was in this cult or I'm still afraid of this cult.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking scary.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Not going
It's
to
a
work
good
for
one.
our audience.
Well.
All right,
It worked
Josh,
for
what do
this
you have?
Okay, so
What a sucker. What
Josh
a
did
rube.
get very excited.
Vote for
I
me,
love
Josh.
it.
Yeah.
It was
It is
on
a
my
good movie. I
list.
wondered if anyone would pick it for this, but it's a great film.
Well, there's a lot of those, though, right? Like where I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know, but like
Go
I
with
love
your heart.
hearing it. I fucking love it.
Go with your
Elizabeth
heart.
Olsen helps it a lot.
Okay, so my second pick, which I know you guys have talked about multiple times on the podcast, but I have never, is Get Out. The cult.
Is that a cult?
Yes, it's
Coagula.
officially.
I don't know if it's a
Cult.
cult
Genuinely a
as much
cult.
as a.
It's like a
is it
family, right?
I feel like
There's
it's like
a whole
business.
cult of people that are.
It is kind of true. Like, it's a
Yeah.
lot of people
It's
working
not like
together to have a
mindful,
secret.
but it's not mindless followers though, is
But
it?
I think it's not like a religious cult. But the one family, right? They're definitely in charge. Bradley Whitford's
They're in
family.
charge of the entire neighborhood.
And
that
those people have to be a part of it and keep the vow of silence. And some of their husbands are now
it's
black
literally
guys and
called the cult of Coagula.
shit. Is it called the cult of Coagula?
Yes, that's
No.
literally like what?
Is that a cult? No, I agree. I think it plays the cult film though. I think that's the important part.
It's a
the
cult.
filmmaking of it definitely plays.
It's a group of people
Is
keeping
Us a cult?
secrets.
If Stepford Wives is
No.
cult, then I guess Get Out is.
Us is not. Definitely
Yeah,
not
I
a
could
cult,
see
but
that. Yeah, they're both
It's
kind
a-
of business-minded groups of people.
It's a group of people keeping a secret to harm other people
Yeah, and benefit themselves.
and benefit themselves and
That
not
is
talk
that
about
is
it
the basis
publicly.
of most cults. The problem is, are
I
they
don't-
banging anyone? Are they just drinking milk?
Do you
juice or
have to
else?
bang in a cult? Like, is that
Oh,
part
yeah.
of the rules for the draft?
You literally cannot go back through history and find any cult that doesn't just lead to the cult leader banging everyone.
Yeah.
That is
I
like
mean,
an
they're
integral
banging their
part.
victims that they steal the freaking bodies from, right? Like, I
fucking
mean,
them,
they're like,
but are they fucking them?
get out. Cult
I
of
guess
Coagula.
Allison Williams may.
Yeah.
No, I see it as a cult, right? This again,
Is it a cult?
There's a lot of cults, right? It's more of a business operation. But they definitely have a philosophy. They have a point of view to the point that it is almost religiosity.
What does it say?
The Order of the Coagula.
It's an order.
Order
It's
of
not
the
a cult.
But right, that's like the order of
Order
like
of the Phoenix wasn't.
gynecologists.
No, the Order of the Phoenix from Harry Potter wasn't a cult.
Yeah, are they a cult or are they a vigilante?
They're
group?
just a group.
I don't think it's an obvious
common
pick,
beliefs.
but
I think it's a good pick.
I think it works.
I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
And
I
it is
can
very
pick
scary.
again. I'll pick again if you need me to.
No,
pick.
I think it's great.
Okay.
I think
I
it's
agree.
cute that you just picked Jordan Peele films, helping to get votes from Jordan.
Oh
Peele
yeah,
films.
because horror fans love Jordan Peele.
they do.
Yeah, they do. What are you
They
talking
do.
about? You think they don't like him just because Nope was mid? Oh!
Got him.
Can I win last week's episode with one bird? No, it's fine. I actually think it's a pretty outside the box good pick. I'm a big fan. But that means you left the obvious good picks. Sucker. So we're going
10
to...
Cloverfield Lane.
How fucking dare... I guess that's one cult. Howard's in charge of it.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm going to take The Little Engine That Could, a film that was about 3 hours long. Should have been out in theaters, but didn't. It kind of was a COVID film. It's a movie that people found late. It's fucking giant in scope. It's Lovecraftian. It's beautiful. We did a pod
Oh.
with Chris Stuckman on this very film.
Yeah.
The Empty Man.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Empty Man.
The Empty
oh, I
Man
thought you were
came out
going
of
with something
nowhere
else.
and was just one of
Great.
those things we
Yeah.
all kind of found in COVID. Like,
I just need to
what
call
the
out a
fuck
moment.
is this film?
Nick
How
did
did
start to
this
put
not
in the
go
little
to
engine
theaters?
that
How is
could.
this not a bigger deal? It was kind of one of those like weird, what happened to this movie? And then we all saw it and we're like, holy fuck, this movie is incredible. It starts in this almost like Tibetan mountain They find this giant skeletal figure into the walls. And essentially they come back and it becomes this very Lovecraftian nightmare, right? That these kids are infected by it. They're killing each other. There's all these people who are covering it up. I think it captures Lovecraft better than almost every single Lovecraft movie that's ever been made.
Hey.
No, except for one. Except for one, obviously. There was one big glory hole in my argument.
Our glory hole wasn't empty, man.
That's right. It was full of dicks and Lovecraftian monsters for sure. No, I think it gets to the essence of that. Like, what is this? This otherworldly scary. It's bigger than us. It's older than us.
Yep.
We can't begin to understand its reasonings or like what it would even want because it's so fucking ancient and scary and primordial. And again, it's one of those, it's maybe the greatest success story of like, this was like production hell nightmare movie that somehow, because the world shut down, got through the cracks and really found an audience. And people fucking loved that movie. And that was one of my favorite things about COVID.
Great score. Great score. Great soundtrack. That soundtrack is
That's
incredible.
What I mean. It's
haunting.
so good. And it's one of those movies that I feel like if not for COVID would have just been lost, or maybe would have got a Blu-ray down the road, but I don't think it would have had that examination.
You don't think that statue would be like on Spirit Halloween? Like that,
it's not now.
Well, I know, but like if it would have had a chance, right? Like
well, that's what I mean. This is a movie I feel like if it had marketing and in the theaters, it would have been huge. And it's just a movie that like was destined to fail.
Yep.
That because we all stopped and just had time to examine things and watch something that was weirder and longer in our home and just give it a chance. Like, that's a movie that people would have skipped at the theaters for like fucking 2 hours and how long? Like,
and James Badge Dale.
Yeah, who's in this? It was just destined to fail.
Yep.
But because of this weird stop, I think it became like a cult classic.
Oh,
like,
for
people
sure.
loved that fucking film. And I think it's like this beautiful success story of something that could have just not existed for us. Yep. So I love that fucking film. I love The Empty Man.
Great movie.
You guys had 2 picks now.
All right. You cool with that one for the first one?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right. So our first pick in the Sofa Sam duo is The Babysitter.
This is the first pick? This is your second pick.
Second pick.
Second pick.
Oh,
second
sorry.
pick.
First pick in like the current duo,
Oh, yeah.
the current
That's
round.
right.
These two.
So
Sorry.
The Babysitter.
Yeah.
Explain the cult in The Babysitter. This is the
The
Netflix.
Babysitter is in a cult.
This is the Netflix film with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the-
Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaving. That's
Yes.
right. Okay.
And
So
Bella
explain to the
Thorne.
audience
So
what is the cult in this film.
the cult is essentially this kid has a babysitter.
Yep.
And he's like, his friends are like, hey, you should stay up late and see what your babysitter does after you go to bed.
Word.
And he's like,
Agree.
yeah, I'm going to do that.
Especially if it's Samara Weaving.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
That's
this
right.
hot
You're
female
like-
who is
you're
very
like-
loving to the boy. So he has a little crush on her.
She's a good actor.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Most of my babysitters look like Trunchbull from Matilda.
Yeah.
Not great. My parents were on it. They knew this could be a problem. But what is the goal of the cult and the babysitter?
So the cult and the babysitter is that they are sacrificing. It's more than one. It's 2. Is it 2?
They're Satanists. No, there's like
Yeah,
a whole
there's a
group
group of
There's a
kinda
whole
Satanists.
group.
It's
of
No, I
cult.
meant how many
Satan.
sacrifices do they have to make for the?
Oh, one. Just one.
Yeah.
Well, they kill 2 people.
Well, they kill more than. But they kill
There's
the
killing
one.
and
They
then
kill
there's
the one kid.
the sacrifice.
They invite the
Okay, that's
dorky
what it
kid
is.
over who's
yeah,
like.
and then they get him, and that's what the little boy sees. He's like, "Oh fuck, my babysitter's in a fucking cult."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, the kid's
He's like still turned on.
a little bit, yeah."
this is
I mean,
dangerous.
he still
Even
pursues
more.
it, you know. But then the kid finds out that he is ultimately the sacrifice that has been chosen by Samara Weaving's character, B, I think is her name.
Yep.
And the entire plot of this movie is just this little like cat and mouse game, almost Home Alone-esque, of like
Yeah.
this kid trying to escape this cult that is actively trying to kill him. There's a really fun bit with some cops. And in the end, the kid wins, which we love to
What a
see.
little sucker. He thought he'd be the one
He
to get
thought-
through.
yeah.
Like, it's a classic mistake. It's the Hooters waitress who gives you like the heart on your
Right,
receipt.
yeah.
You're like, maybe. And it's like, get out of here.
No,
Get out of
never.
here, dude.
Yeah.
This kid made a rookie mistake. To me, this is one of the best straight to Netflix horror movies
Yeah.
I think they've
Phenomenal.
ever put out.
It's
It's super fun. It's very dynamic. Samara Weaving is
Yeah.
just a powerhouse
Incredible.
in the middle of it.
It's one of my favorite scripts ever written. It's Brian Duffield wrote
Oh,
it, who
yeah.
wrote who No One Will Save You
Yeah.
with the script.
Which
got a
everyone
lot
was
of
mad.
shit,
They're like,
right?
that doesn't follow screenwriting format. And it's like,
But
no one knows what the fuck that is.
My favorite thing about the babysitter script is normal until the part where she kills the kid, and then it's just an entire page of like the biggest font. What the fuck?
He loves to do shit like that.
And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then when McG came on to direct, I was like, oh, fucking McG,
See,
right?
that was the one that killed me. I was like, Mick.
But then I was like, how are they
WB.
going to handle that moment? And they did it. He fucking flashed that. And I was like, amazing, like amazing.
And I'll tell you this,
honorable
I've
of
been
the
a
script.
screenplay analyst for years, and I used to just read. That was my
Yeah,
job
yeah,
at
yeah.
my first production company, just reading scripts and doing notes. I would have died to get one of his scripts. It had some fucking pizzazz.
Incredible.
Some style. Like, who fucking cares about formatting rules? And again, it's on the page just letting the production know this moment fucking
It's
matters.
big.
It means
It's
something.
big.
And I think that movie really overaccomplished
It's
it.
awesome.
Because
The
it is a
sequel,
movie, you look
not
at it
so
on
good.
paper, you're like, Mick G straight to Netflix? That
But-
could have gone so fucking
But
bad.
it's great. It's great.
It
So much
really
fun.
is.
So much
I
fun.
love that movie.
Samara Weaving. I'll be in the cult of Samara Weaving. I am in the cult.
I
would be
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Can I be the leader?
No,
That gets
Samara
all the
would.
face hits?
I would let myself be
Yeah,
sacrificed.
yeah. If Samara Weaving
Sam was
breaks
gonna
out
let
an
himself
acoustic
be
guitar,
sacrificed in Debo's daiquiris and seafood.
If it helps
I'll say
her,
that Sam offers himself up for sacrifice a lot.
I just really want to be sacrificed, you know?
He's begging.
He wants to die for
I
a
just want
reason.
my life to have a meaning.
Yeah. And
Oh no.
All right, do you guys
What you got next?
Do you want me to pick the next one?
Yeah.
All right, I think we got
talk
to
into the mic?
Sorry, we got to go with this one before someone else takes it. And this, I don't
There's
know.
no way this is going to be on our list at all.
Well, Children of the Corn.
That's a good one.
I think that's
cool.
the idea is more scary. The movie was kind of cheesy.
I love
But
that
the
movie.
idea behind the movie, I loved it, but it was kind of cheesy.
We were Indiana kids, so that one was really
Yeah.
primed to
Actually
scare the shit
terrifying.
out of us.
Yeah.
We grew up,
corn,
all
cornfields?
corn around
Yeah,
us, so
yeah, yeah.
we might be
But
suckers
yeah,
for that.
the thought, the
Like,
the
good
idea
pick,
of pulling
good
into a town where all the adults are dead and the kids have taken over,
Yeah.
and the fact that it was Sarah Connor, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was. Yep.
Like
She was weak as shit. Dude.
Before
She didn't have a single
Sarah,
pull-up.
yeah. It was like
she got fucked
we-
up in the 80s.
Yeah.
Well, she married
she
James
did,
Cameron.
she did.
She
Yeah.
came out a stronger beast of a person.
Yeah.
No, I think the cool thing about that too, that's the only movie that any of us will pick where the cult are children. And the children have a very fervent, ironclad religious belief. And we look at them and we go, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if you think that, you should look at all religions that way, right? It really does hold up a mirror. And that's what King was always great at, is taking like classic Americana and doing this cracked mirror version. How can you go to church every Sunday, but then think these kids have no fucking clue what they're talking about? And we kind of see in like the worst CG ever. It's kind of like a fart cloud,
Oh yeah.
like
Oh,
color on the
He
ground.
walks-
He who walks behind the road.
Yeah.
That part
yeah,
sucks,
yeah,
but
yeah.
When
Malachi
Isaac
was
actually gets
fucking rad.
sacrificed,
Dude,
yeah.
Isaac was fucking rad.
Isaac was rad.
I
I actually
had
felt
a-
bad. I was blackout drunk at Days of the Dead, and I
Oh,
cried at
no.
his table. And he didn't quite want to give me a hug, but he did like
He
a.
just tapped you on the shoulder.
No, he just gave me a thumbs up.
We want
So
you
I was
too.
like, hey man, can I get a picture? And he's like, yeah. He's like, it's cash only. I was like, fuck! And I was so mad. I was like, dude, I just lost my brother. And I was just blackout drunk. I was like, me and my brother used to watch your movies all the time. We think you're a legend. He goes, oh, that's so sweet, man. I was like, can I get a picture? And he's like, it's still cash. And I was like, fuck! And I was so mad. And I started crying a
started
little bit.
screaming, "Malachi!"
And I was like, it's fine. It's fine.
Malachi!
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't bother me at all. And he just goes, hey, man, I hope you'll be okay. And he like gave me a thumbs up. And I was like, this guy wants me gone. So
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh no.
every Days of the Dead.
Yeah,
There's
every
There's
Days
one
of the Dead.
There's
motherfucker.
always
Yeah, there's fucking-
There's one overweight big guy about to tip the table over and follow me. He was just
Trashed
like,
as hell.
he was just like, I was like, fuck. Yeah, I love that man even more for that.
Great
Children of
movie.
the Corn is fucking great,
Great
man.
movie.
I think it's the most underappreciated King movie.
I agree.
I really like the montage where they're killing all the parents.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was fucking. When I was a kid, I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
And then as an adult, I was like, that's bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
You don't even
It
have
doesn't
to
make a
know.
lot of
yeah,
sense,
yeah.
like, but yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Speaking of kid cults, is Lord of the Flies a cult story?
Yeah.
No,
Does that
'cause I don't
Uh,
think they have a
Oh,
unifying.
they don't
belief.
have it because they are fighting each other. They're
'Cause
trying to kill each
there's,
other.
Yeah.
there's the man in the parachute who they think is something, and then the Lord of the Flies
It's
is the big
Satan.
head on the stick.
Right, but it's all about how to build a society.
Yeah, they're kind of in that primordial. They haven't quite set
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rules.
See, I
yet,
think
would
Lord of
say.
the Flies is more is trying to get across the point that the world is a cult. Satan is in
Well,
control of
yeah,
everything.
I think if they had killed Ralphie, right? I think like they're 3 months away from being a
Ralphie-
cult for sure.
They did kill or no,
Piggy,
they killed
they killed
Piggy.
Piggy. They
Right.
killed Piggy. But yeah, if they had waited 3 months longer, that's a cult, right? Animal Farm is a cult. These things are everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have good picks.
Thank you.
Great
I,
round.
I have a great one that I actually am excited to still on the board. I'm going to take Kill List.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ben
fuck
Wheatley.
you,
I fucking love that
motherfucker.
movie.
Yeah.
Because that movie's a classic gotcha, too. It's assassins.
good.
Yep.
They're hitmen,
Yeah.
right? They're going out. And then all of a
It's a
sudden...
brutal crime film.
It is, because it starts
Brutal.
off and you just think that's the movie you're watching. But then it's also this guy who kind of has PTSD. He's going home. He's trying to have a family. They're trying to have dinners, but it's very intense and weird at every moment. Well, then they get this contract that takes them to these places that are very bizarre. They're in these rich people's like fucking giant yard. They're crawling through tunnels and they see torches and all these like rituals. And then they're getting chased and they don't know ever. You never know exactly what's happening, but it's fucking mean. And this is one of those, the baddest guys you would ever meet. Right. They're just fucking mean hitmen killers. And even those guys eventually just meet a group that has true belief and how much like it doesn't matter if you're facing the horde and they kind of have picked you for the game. It's a really mean, but it's one of the most interesting genre blends, I think, with the cult film is bringing in that kind of British hitman crime film and then just adding this layer of, because that's what I mean. I wouldn't even say that there's any sign of supernatural, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
Right? It's such a weird.
It's Ben
mix.
Wheatley.
It's
It's
just
like
Yes.
classic Ben Wheatley of just taking a movie that you think you're gonna get from Ben Wheatley and then just completely
just roping it in, yeah.
pulling the rug out from under you. Right?
When that one turned cult, I was like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck are they doing?
Right.
Because it feels like it's like 50 minutes before
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
of that starts to hit.
I
And
think
it's so
You don't
fucking
expect
wild.
it. Yeah.
One of our most underrated filmmakers, I think,
Oh
who
my
does
God,
not
for
get
sure.
enough credit for everything he's given to genre and filmmaking.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think he's also just one of those directors that's more interested in pursuing his kind of own visions,
Yep.
right? And that makes you harder to get those big shots.
so I'll direct the Meg 2 so I can make 3 kill
That is
lists,
fucking
right? Like,
weird. I
isn't that
forgot
wild?
he
Like,
did
right,
the
right,
Meg
right,
2.
right, yeah.
Why did he
Yeah.
do the Meg 2?
Well,
Why is
he
that
was-
the movie that's going to help him?
He
bring
was
it?
One
supposed
for
to
them.
do another big movie. I think we've talked about this before, but he was supposed to do a bigger movie that got shut down. So he took the Meg 2, and then he went back to like now he's doing like these.
The fact that he made the Meg 2 might be the
Yeah, yeah.
weirdest IMDb
Yeah.
moment of all time.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
totally had erased that from my brain. That's crazy. All right, Josh, what
Kill
do you
list.
have for
Okay.
your third?
All right,
cult
so
pick?
I'm going with Mandy from Panos
Oh,
Cosmatos.
yeah. So good. Nick
Damn it.
Cage just losing his shit in his underwear.
yeah.
So that's what I thought you were.
shirt.
That's what I thought you were talking about when you picked.
What's happening here?
What was
Oh,
the Shutter one that you picked?
Which one? When
the
I picked
second,
the Empty Man?
the second
Empty
movie.
Man,
Yeah,
Empty Man,
I
Empty
did
Man.
think he was
I
going.
thought
to
you were
Mandy
going
was,
Mandy.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
skip
yeah.
the Empty Man or Kill List, but yeah, Mandy was definitely one I really
Yeah.
wanted. Also, just Panos, dude.
Oh
So
hell,
fucking-
Panos!
oh
But
my
like
God.
this movie is unreal. Just
Vibes
in
for
the
days.
cult aspect
Vibes.
of it.
This is a vibe
It's
Shutter
vibes,
movie. Hell
it's
yeah, dude.
vibes. It's like you get the Rage Cage, right? Which is why a lot of people want to watch it. But you get the cult aspect of Jeremiah Sand, who's just running around with this van full of just believers, right? Who will just do
Yeah,
anything.
it's not a huge cult.
It's like 5 people, and it's and they just like they come across a person who just doesn't believe in them, doesn't want to be a part of them, and he is so put off by this that he burns her alive, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be in our cult, then
Right.
I'm gonna burn you
Yeah,
alive.
you're
And,
with us
and
or
she
against
still
us.
laughs at him until the very end, right? Like I don't want to be a part of your stupid cult. I don't believe in you as your flaccid penis in my face is not gonna change my mind, right? Like and
I can speak from experience that
Yeah.
very rarely wins you an argument.
yeah, it doesn't
Almost
do-
never.
Yeah. And that's just like the first 30 minutes of the movie,
Right.
right? Like
So
that's the
it goes
great
hard
thing.
early.
It
Like,
gets thrown around a lot where people are like that movie's a fever dream.
it's awesome.
And it almost never fucking
Black
applies
Skulls,
to the movie.
Black
It's like,
Skulls.
Mandy's one of those. I'm like, that's a fucking fever
Yeah,
dream.
for sure.
Like that's
Yeah.
a legit hardcore.
You know what
fever
though?
dream.
Just hearing you describe that, it brings to mind another Cage movie that I'm just gonna say it because nobody has it on their list. But The Surfer.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
another
love the
cult.
fucking
That's
Surfer.
a cult movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
See.
But yeah, so I think within this cult again, the Black Skulls are kind of their own cult. So you
Oh,
have
yeah.
multiple cults inside this movie, and then you just get Rage Cage on top of them. And,
Oh, yeah.
and
He's got the fucking axe, dude. It's
go
like
the
it's
axe
Yeah.
almost
guy.
fanfic at a point. We were like,
Yeah.
how is
Right.
all this shit in one movie?
Bill Duke just being like,
I
they
love
got you
Bill
good,
Duke.
man, didn't they? And
Dude.
him just anyway,
Great
that
fucking film.
Mandy. All hail
Love
Mandy.
it.
Everyone that's seen it that I've talked to, they love that movie.
Yeah.
It's so obscure to general audiences. But But if you've seen it,
Yeah,
it's like
if you sit through
shit,
it, yeah,
man.
you're like,
that
what a
movie
Cheddar
is something
Goblin.
special.
All hail! I'm in the
But
cult.
that's a great way to say it. It's something special. You haven't you felt like you haven't done that ride before.
Right.
It's crazy. The style's out of control. I got two chicks, which is always my dream. Heath, what do you have for your last 2 picks?
Oh boy, I'm
Thank
on the
you
train
so
again.
much.
Of course.
Okay, I gotta be honest. You guys did take some pressure off of me. Those 2 were on my list, and I was trying to.
Well, yeah, now that we've won, you can just
jockey
pick
it
whatever
around.
the fuck you
Well,
want.
no, yeah, exactly.
No
so
pressure.
I know exactly which ones I need to pick. So I'm going to go with Fight Club, Project
Dude,
Mayhem.
Great fucking pick.
Look, that is a cult movie. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Let's find belonging.
Toxic masculinity.
Absolutely.
Cult. Didn't even
yes.
fucking think of that on
Toxic
my
Bros.
list.
Tyler Durden,
Yeah.
the ultimate cult leader.
He has no name.
Did
More
anybody-
like Tyler Turden at the end of the
Did
movie.
anybody else kind of try to go to Goodwill stores and like
Get
Salvation
Tyler
Army?
Durden Club?
Get the Tyler Durden.
No, I went the other way. I
Red
just
leather
dressed like
jacket.
Ed Norton.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like now I'm dressed more like Bob.
Bitch
Bob feels
I
more
just
like
remember
Bob.
looking up IKEA and I'm like, this is actually some pretty good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, why is he
Remember
talking,
making fun of
shit
everything
about
in the
it?
Sky Mall magazine? You're
Yeah.
like, that looks pretty fucking dope. Yeah.
I still think that might be my favorite Finchers.
You're a
is Fight
Fincher
Club.
machine. You
I
think
love
that's better
Fincher.
than 7?
I think it is.
You think it's better than Zodiac?
I oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
by far.
Yeah.
Almost
No,
all Fincher's better
Fincher.
than Zodiac.
Look, Fight Club.
Alien 3.
Fight Club holds a special place in my heart, and it's not about the misogyny or like. Yeah, I was 15
That
when
helps.
I saw it.
That helps, but
Oh,
it's not your
helps, it
favorite.
No,
Give me
that
my
was
two
just a
chicks back.
mind-blowing movie. And it spoke
would
to me as a 15-year-old, like a pubescent man
It
who's
is
like,
one of those dangerous movies where,
It's
like,
dangerous.
when you're a young man, you're like,
yes.
I feel like this is exactly right. Then you get a little older and you're like, all right, pump the brakes.
So
dude.
I have a
that's the
question,
point of it.
Pump the
though.
fucking
It's
brakes. yourself.
satirical. It's a satire.
But it feels
I don't like this movie very much.
But
I
does it
don't.
not That makes
surprise me
sense.
that much.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it common for like females to approach this movie, or is there a general demographic of females? do you think that are like, this is a
I would
phenomenal
feel
movie?
like this works a ton for young men audiences
Yeah.
more than most. But like
yeah.
my wife loves that movie, but she'll just be like, "Oh, remember when they played the Pixies?" And it was like, I feel like you skipped a lot.
Yeah,
of
you
this.
skipped
That is the best
Shit,
part
the
of it.
Pixies are
Yeah.
fucking rad. I'm with
But
you.
see,
Yeah.
but Phoenix also hates Fight Club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh well, she's dealing with a lot of like toxic young men, and
Yeah.
and right around this time when she told me this, David Fincher did this interview. This was just like a few years ago, I think, and he's like, I met one of my daughter's boyfriends, and the boyfriend was like, Fight Club's one of my favorite movies ever, and he was like, I told my daughter, you're not allowed to
Oh,
see him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dump his
Like,
ass.
Yeah.
This is a
I mean,
red
that's
flag.
so-
Like,
It's
you-
like Wolf of Wall Street. Like when
Yes,
that came out,
yes.
and men were
That's a great
idolizing
comp.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then we're
yes.
like, this is great. You're
Yeah,
like,
I want to
you
be
should
Jordan.
not root for
No,
these
that's
fucking
you
guys.
missed the
Yeah.
point of the film.
No,
yeah.
but I think there's something. I don't know what the female equivalent would this be, right? Like single white female or like Lifetime
The
movies.
Devil
like,
Wears Prada.
yeah, like killing people with like fashion or whatever.
Yeah,
that sounds fucking shitty of me to say out loud. That sounded really weird.
Or Jennifer's Body might be a good comparison. Maybe.
Okay, that's perfect,
Yeah,
right? That
yeah.
like all these things are around you. You just want fucking. There's something in the young man that's like, I just want to burn it down. No one
Yeah.
fucking respects
Yeah.
me. I want to have power. I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
strong, but
Right.
like I have no power. I'm not
Yeah.
important. And like, but you're like, if there was enough of us, we could go beat the shit out
Right.
of those
Look,
three
We
cops.
could
and
cause
we're,
mayhem.
we are there with the manosphere. Like
Oh,
this is all
it's
like
out of
Nick
control.
Fuentes,
No, it's-
Andrew Tate. Like all these guys are Tyler Durden wannabes.
who grew
Like
up
that-
in that fucking movie
Exactly,
and
that
made
movie
it their
was
entire
They
so
grew
prescient.
up, but never got to that phase where they examined what
Right.
the movie's actually.
What they were trying to
like,
say.
I used to be on the wrestling team, and every time we'd go out, it'd be like, "What are those guys fucking looking at us?" And then later, I'd do jujitsu and Muay Thai, and we'd go out to like Barney's Beanery on Santa Monica. And everybody, I think that fucking guy said something. I was like, chill.
Yeah.
But there is a strain of man that just wants so much
To
like
fight.
stand ground and fucking fight, and like that will fix things.
And I think that's ancient. I mean, I
is
remember
ancient.
being in football, and it's a little cult.
Oh my god!
I mean,
Football
that
teams
is
are
what
dead.
it is. It's a
I
fight
think
club.
most athletic teams have a very cult-like vibe.
Oh, for sure.
But that movie taps into, and Sophia, to your point, I think it's such a hyper male point of view. It has so little interest in what the women would think about anything. Even Helena Bonham Carter is pretty much just there as a fifi, right?
Well,
Unfairly.
in her most, what's her line? I haven't been fucked that good since kindergarten, or like
Yeah.
right, like since grade, like
Yeah.
right, and it's like that's so fucked up.
But
that
it's
you
such
would
a man
say
fantasy.
that.
I'm
Right,
gonna go
right,
fucking
right.
snap this bitch in half, and
Right.
she'll do whatever I say.
Right.
And it's like, all right. But again, when I was young, there's such a fucking electricity in that movie that I was just like, oh my god.
It's a perfect adaptation.
Yeah, and I thought that it meant more than it did. And as I get older, it feels very hollow and
But
stupid.
I just think now, you see young men who there's this woke backlash or this backlash to the Me Too
they
movement.
want to offend. They want to hurt. They
Right.
want to have conflict.
Yeah, and Edward Norton's character, he's like, my life has just become sitting on the toilet and leafing through the IKEA magazine.
Yeah,
and that's
everyone
all
who
my
has
life
TikTok
amounts to.
knows what that's like.
Right. And,
I get
and
it.
there's this
Doesn't sound bad.
ancient yearning, this primal yearning to like get down to just bare knuckle brawling.
Yep.
And
Right.
that's what makes you feel alive.
Punching
Yeah.
Jared
But then
Leto
at
in the
end,
fucking
you gotta be like,
face.
That's
you know
the
what?
most
Maybe I
red
don't
pill
have to be
shit,
shitty to
though.
Helena Bonham Carter and
Yep.
blow up a
Right.
building that hurts all these people that
Yep.
didn't hurt me.
Yep.
Right? Like that I'm punching and destroying
Yeah.
people that are not high
It's
enough
a big.
to
That's
be
a
the
big
actual-
leap, right? When they blow up the building, like I
Yeah.
like the line where he's like, "I just wanted to destroy something pretty."
Yeah, when he beats the
beautiful.
shit out of Leto, I
Yeah.
wanted to destroy something beautiful.
Like that makes sense. Like it's
and
like
then
that
Leto
whole
stays
aggression.
and they're still bros. You're like, that I get.
Yeah.
Once it turns
Why you
into
gotta blow up a
terrorism,
building?
Yeah.
That's where the movie's like, now you're taking fucking wild leaps.
Well, there's so much philosophy in the film too that lends itself to the cult-like aspect of it. So it's like the Nietzsche
And again, I think it's
Uberman.
it's baby philosophy for like young dumb people.
But that's kind of the point.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it shows how easy and how ready we are to fucking
Yes.
become dogs on the
Yes.
leash.
Isn't that what cults are?
Well,
Yeah,
what?
I think it's actually such a great out of the box pick.
Yep.
That movie captures exactly that willingness to just, I'll fucking hurt myself. I'll get fucking
Also,
killed,
by the
like-
way, it
for a
leads-
guy they've never even fucking met,
it
'cause
leads
he's a
to
fucking
a
split
domestic-
He doesn't
personality.
exist.
It leads to a domestic terror group. You're telling
Yeah.
me that Fight Club has nothing to do with January 6th
Oh,
or
yeah.
the Proud Boys or any of that shit?
Well,
Like, it
I
is
think
so
this
relevant.
movie and American Psycho have had this kind of like cult phenomenon where so many people love them and don't understand the meanings of the word.
the sarcasm.
They
and-
take it and they're like, oh, fuck yeah. And you're like, no,
No.
this is not a fuck yeah. This is a, you
But
need to
that's
fix
what
it.
makes it still so potent.
I agree.
And it
Dude,
is,
you could
it's
show this
complicated.
to any fucking gym full of teenage boys, and I think they'd have the same reaction we did years ago. Like it taps into something gross inside of us. But I think art should go to those places.
Absolutely.
And to your point, Sophia, yeah, I if I was a younger lady, I don't think I would have been into that. And the way that's the thing, I've never watched Fight Club with a woman except for Amy, and she was just excited for the Pixies.
And
I
Brad
never
Pitt's
watched
ass.
a woman who's like, you know what, I want to
Brad Pitt's
destroy
body.
yeah.
Brad
Yeah.
Pitt's
Well,
body.
everyone was excited about that shit. That was I do love that meme where they went around and he's like, this is what they think your body should look like when he's yelling at the ad, and then
Yeah.
they cut to him fighting. And
Is
it's like,
that-
better?
he looks better than
That might have
Yeah.
been the best Brad Pitt's ever looked, right?
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
definitely.
It's the best Brad Pitt performance of all time.
And he actually chipped his tooth
Oh, damn.
for that.
love that.
Yeah.
And it has meatloaf in it. I just fucking love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Meatloaf.
I love the loaf. It was great. Yeah, I think that's a pretty interesting pick. All right, what do you got? This is your last one.
This is tough.
That's a good fucking
I'm
pick.
taking another out of the box pick here.
You got to.
And I hope one of you guys goes. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it goes with a Ty West movie because there's so many options
I
on the
have
board.
2 of them.
You're going to
Okay,
take
good.
that one?
No. I'm saying I hope one of you do because I'm taking
Never. I'm trying to win.
a documentary.
Oh.
Does that count?
Wait!
What do you
Yeah,
mean? Wait?
hold the phone. What kind of is it? An actual documentary about
Is
real
it
life?
Grizzly Man?
It's not Grizzly Man.
Grizzly?
Is it Werner Herzog?
No, that is a great.
If it was
movie.
the burden of dreams, I would
Is
let
it
it slide.
Fahrenheit 9/11?
the last pick. The last pick is Jesus Camp.
Oh,
I almost
it was on
did
your
that.
list. It
Wait,
was on-
Bullshit.
No,
It can't
it
be
doesn't
a
count.
real
It doesn't
thing.
count. I
It
almost,
doesn't count?
I almost put that on
Sophia
my
had
list.
it on
That's a
her-
fucking
yeah, yeah.
I had it on my
documentary. That's
list.
about a real cult.
It's a
Yes.
we can't
That's
count
not a
that.
movie.
We can't count
It's not a
that.
messed up movie. It's a messed
not-
up reality.
That's
It
that,
is one
yeah.
of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen.
I
110%,
100% agree.
yeah.
I think it's awesome you gave it
I
an
can't-
honorable mention.
I
It's
can't
not
pick-
a fictional
Okay.
narrative
I
Get
movie.
your
didn't-
Ty West in. Get your Ty
All right,
West.
then.
Yeah, because otherwise I just do Jonestown documentary.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. We could be picking documentaries all day. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It
It was
Okay.
a great
Do the
outside
right
of the
one.
box pick. But
When
yeah,
they start speaking in
documentaries.
tongues and the
Well, there are
Yeah.
several. All right, so since I name dropped Ty West,
Do it.
Do it.
Do the right one.
Yeah, it's like a found footage.
you got to go to Sacrament.
Yes.
You have
thank
to go to
you. I was going to
Sacrament.
say, do the right one.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Ty West, to me, you said Ben Wheatley. Ty West, I think, is our most underutilized horror director. Because he had huge success with Axe and
Yep.
Pearl and Maxine. That guy just has been fucking shit in gold for years.
And
Well-
also, most of his movies have cults in them.
They do. They
Yeah.
really do.
Even
House of the
Maxine.
Devil, for
Maxine
sure.
has cults.
Maxine for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe not the Innkeepers. Joe Bob just showed that movie
Yeah,
does not
that's-
do good with
no,
repeat movies.
No. I
Maybe not
liked
Cabin
it.
Fever 2 either.
Well, true.
We take that out.
Well, he doesn't even count that
I
one,
think
right?
Ty
Like,
West
he's
is fucking incredible, and the Sacrament is such a visceral
Yeah.
ride.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Brutal.
doing a found footage in
well,
the middle of
that's
Jonestown.
it.
How does that not work?
It's so
Who was the actor that played Jim Jones?
It's
it's the guy in No Country for Old Men.
it's the guy. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
the counter guy.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta know what I'm
Yeah.
paying for.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
just totally turns it from that role, and
Yeah.
he's fucking incredible.
Well, you got Amy Simons. You got
Oh,
you got
yeah,
freaking
I
Joe
love Amy Simons.
Swanberg. You got
Swanberg,
freaking,
you're right.
You know, it's
Um,
incredible.
And if I can't have Jesus Camp, I feel like that's maybe
Of
the
course,
closest.
you can't have Jesus Camp.
That's the closest one. It feels feels verite, feels found footage, documentary,
Yep.
and I mean, it's basically
And it's
based
fucking
off of an
awesome.
actual.
It's based off of Jonestown, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, they don't
Okay,
actually do
it's
Jonestown.
Gene Jones.
Gene
is the actor's
Jones.
name.
Gene Jones.
We had to give him credit because he's so fucking incredible in that movie.
He did Dementia Part 2, right? He was the star of Dementia Part 2, which was another kind of right around the Sacrament time. Like he had this
know
little
that
bit of like stretch where he was doing these
Okay.
cool indie horror
I'm
movies.
trying to look. I haven't
Is
seen
this
that
the one where he's trying to find his sister?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
He's like,
Yeah.
my sister is in trouble. He brings his
Yeah.
friends who are gonna film it.
Yep.
And she's like, we're really happy here. We
Yep.
like it. And then, like, right as they kind of are vibing, they have this overnight thing. One of the kids runs up and gives him a note, like, get me out. Or maybe
Yeah.
a mom does,
All
like,
right,
Get my
this
kids
is not
out.
good.
Yeah.
And as
That's
they
a great
start
one.
to ask questions and they're going to leave and maybe take people out, they know as soon as anyone gets out, this was Jonestown too. Because the thing they forget about Jonestown with the Kool-Aid, they had people in other stations.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they had plans to kill all those people in all of the different places. They had a group in town and they had people going with guns to like fucking kill
And
them.
that, like she said, they wouldn't let him fly away. Like
No,
people were
they-
trying to
'cause
fly
if,
away.
If they
That's
had
right.
gotten out, it would break the illusion that this is the new Eden on Earth. They could not let anyone
That
get
is
away.
the scariest part of the movie when they start to take the Kool-Aid.
Oh my
Not
God.
everybody is like doing
Yeah.
it,
Yep.
and so they
Some
gun
of
them
get
down.
injected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well, it's the invitation too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Another fucking great
It's a
choice.
fucking great.
That's
but,
another good one.
but it was just picked a few drafts
That's
ago.
true.
It doesn't
so-
fucking matter. We haven't implemented real rules. But there's no scarier footage I've ever seen in my entire life than the helicopter flyovers
Yeah.
of Jonestown with
Yep.
just mounds
Yeah.
of
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
bodies,
Bodies
kids,
just-
old alike.
Kids, I know.
It's the saddest, most fucking depraved footage I've ever seen. And there's unlimited amounts of fucking human tragedy. Like
Yep.
as soon as I say, it's like someone's gonna say, "What about the Holocaust?" And this, there's tons of fucking depraved, horrible
yeah.
shit. Those people
What about
drank that shit.
Danny's
Most
boy,
of them
what
did.
about Danny's boyfriend in Midsummer? Do you have?
No,
a follow?
no.
I think that guy's a fucking saint compared. That guy's a fucking saint.
He's better than
He didn't
Jones.
give anyone Kool-Aid. He got burned for not
pick.
dumping his girlfriend. That's
Great
right.
pick.
All right, I'm feeling
Yeah.
good.
Okay,
I'm
that
real
was,
good about my
that
job.
was pretty good. I gotta say, that was pretty
Okay,
good.
so I'm
This is
going
your last
to-
pick.
Yeah, I'm going to use Heath as inspiration. This is going to be my Fight Club pick, and it's going to be out of the box, but it's going to be about a cult getting their comeuppance. It's going to wrap it up, and so it's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh well, yeah.
I kind of want to
Pretty
argue
weak.
that one though.
Look,
Is-
the cult. The
I mean,
Manson,
it has the Manson
the
family
Manson cult
in it.
does
But it's
loom
not a
over the whole
cult
movie.
film.
Can we talk about how Tarantino lied to all of us and he said it was going to be his version of the Manson family movie and then it was 80% Italian TV bullshit?
Okay, so
that
we're
no
saying
one-
that's not allowed.
I think it's allowed.
It's allowed.
I think you're going to lose.
I don't think it's a strong cult film. I think it's a phenomenal film.
I think the ending is
But-
cool and the stuff at the
Okay.
ranch is cool and everything else in the movie sucks.
Harley Quinn Smith, shout out. She was
Okay,
in that
so
range.
Shouts
I'm
out!
then
That was cool.
gonna pick
Wait.
to make up for that.
No,
You can keep
pick
it if you
We're not
want.
saying you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
It
you can
definitely
keep it.
has a cult in it.
I think it's a cult. I think
Yeah.
it's and
A lot of
again,
people like that movie. I'm like the one person who fucking didn't like that movie.
Oh,
I
loved
really
it.
like that movie.
I loved it.
It's a cult getting their comeuppance. It's genuinely the way you would want to see terrible people get what's coming to them. A terrible group of people.
I agree.
Get,
So satisfying.
and,
I just wish the rest of the movie would have been as good as that last like
oh, it's
20.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That finale is
The
so
flamethrower.
cathartic. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's just I don't give a fuck about all the Italian TV bullshit.
See, I disagree. I
And,
think
and Brad
disagree.
Pitt beating up Bruce Lee, I was one of the people who got actually
Amazing.
like super fucking mad and offended
But
about
he
that.
didn't. It was his
It was a
POV.
tie. It was a draw.
It was his way
No,
of
no,
telling
This
that
is not
story.
like he was retelling it at a bar, like his drunken story. Tarantino fucking hates Bruce Lee and
Sure.
talks shit on him all the time.
But
even though Bruce Lee matters more to cinema than Tarantino ever will, and that really
Sure.
fucking bothered me.
Sure,
There's no way just a guy would beat up Bruce Lee.
it's a fake.
They were
character.
acting like
it's
he
a
was
fake character.
It made
it's
me
a
mad.
fake character.
I was legit offended by that because
It's a
Bruce Lee
fake
was such a
character.
fucking
It's a fake
like
character.
crucial thing for
It's
my high
a
school
movie.
life.
Movie. This is not a documentary.
Don't fucking say it's a
not
movie.
a documentary.
It's not a fucking movie.
It's a
Put real
movie.
people in.
It's a
Look,
movie.
here's what makes the ending of that work. It's everything with. It's a hangout movie. You're spending time with
Yeah.
DiCaprio.
You know what doesn't make any of the ending work? the DiCaprio stuff. You could cut him out of that movie.
That's
and
No,
not-
not
that's the
lose
best part.
any
It's
of
the
that
time
What are you
period.
talking
That's
about?
the whole.
It's the idea
Brad Pitt
that
stuff works.
Listen, how
and
did
then they added this fucking vestigial
can I
tumor.
point out the
that
fact
is the
that
DiCaprio
what
shit.
is the scary thing about cults is that they are out there doing this stuff and when most people don't know about it, right?
Yeah.
So we're hanging out with these characters. Meanwhile, the Manson crew is planning all of this terrible shit. So we are still watching a cult movie. We just don't know we're watching a cult movie.
They're not really planning much.
They are
They're gonna go fucking get these.
They
one
are
people,
doing the helter skelter. They just
Right.
don't get to do it.
which got a
because-
lot more grandiose like news coverage than it really was. He was trying to go to the house where an old producer who snubbed him
Sure,
on a record was, and it
sure.
ended up being this thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then but listen, it's that movie
Hey,
that ending
most
is phenomenal.
most people love
When-
that fucking movie. That ending is incredible. I'll give you that.
My only knock on it is that he basically did the same thing in Inglourious
Sure.
Bastards. So we had already
Oh, yeah.
that.
But
it was-
terrible people getting their comeuppance,
I-
right?
And yeah, using
it's
the
cathartic.
throwing the can was fucking rad. The dog,
Yes,
the
right.
flamethrower. You're like, now this feels like fucking comedy and not like a thing. But
That's
it
what I
was,
think works
it
about
was
it.
cathartic.
that
Yeah.
moment
I cannot deny.
when he's talking to Sharon over the speaker, and he says, she goes, "Well, are you all right, Rick?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm okay," and then he goes, "Are you okay, Sharon?"
That
That's
tears your heart out.
fucking brutal.
Not after
man.
Tarantino did his own personal jerk fest about her feet for fucking half the movie.
Get over the feet thing. The
Yeah.
feet
I
thing-
don't
the
have a feet
thing's
thing to
gotta
give.
go. You
I'm
touched
saying-
his toes at the start of this podcast.
That was on accident. I didn't want to
We
grab
gotta,
it.
I
we gotta
felt
move on.
violated.
We gotta
That was how
move
we
on.
I didn't
from
want
the
to put my
Tarantino
fucking
feet
fingers
thing.
between Sam's
agree.
feet. It just
We gotta move on from the feet.
you can't
thing.
fucking jerk off to dailies of her feet. And
Also,
then also
man,
but I
I-
also care about her.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Tarantino is better than Bruce Lee.
That's bullshit.
Bruce Lee just made action. Bruce Lee's like Van Damme.
What?
all right, we got to shut this down.
I'm
Moving
gonna,
on.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
lose
my-
my shit.
I love Bruce Lee.
Okay, there's so many good movies
Eh.
still here. Sam, shut up. Don't talk next to me. Is this my last pick?
It is. Pick wisely.
Okay, so there's a big one that I think people kind of like. All right, I'm going to try to steal the vote. I'm going to take Red State.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna. That was
I
gonna
fucking
be
love
my
Red
vote.
State. I think it showed such a huge
Yep.
growth in
Yep.
who Kevin Smith was.
Yep.
It felt different. It wasn't a movie you immediately turned on. You're like, Kevin Smith movie.
Yep.
John Goodman is fucking incredible in it. Michael Parks is fucking incredible in it. It really gets to that evil religious leader element. They're stockpiling guns. It's just such a visceral, fun, low budget ride.
Amazing.
I fucking when that movie came out, I was like, I didn't think Kevin Smith had this in him.
Yep.
And I was so fucking blown away by that movie. And at the end, when it's John Goodman, just like, I used to have, my parents had 2 dogs.
Yep.
Loved each other their whole lives. One day we threw a bone in between them and they fucking fought to the death. And I was like, that fucking so summarized the kind of idea of cults to me. I was like, that moment, and they blasted the sound to fuck with them, but they
Yep.
thought it was God. And they laid down their, even the fact it was just agents recanting it instead of showing it.
Yeah.
I thought it kind of took the piss out of cults while also making them super fucking scary to me.
Also, politically, like that came out at a point where we were exhausted by the Bush administration, right? Like even Republicans were
God, remember the days?
disappointed.
Remember the fucking
Yeah.
days? Dude, that feels like
Yeah.
sitting in a hot
But
tub now.
Red State was kind of like coinciding with the rise of the Tea Party and really that this whole MAGA movement
Sovereign citizens.
kind of
But
started.
also a lot of that, people who have fucking guns and will use them to get
Yeah.
what they want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
I love
I
that
think the why it gets such a sort of looked down upon is because of the thing he pulled with the Sundance thing, right? Where he was like, the movie will be up for auction at Sundance.
Yeah,
And then he
does
got
stupid shit
everybody
like that.
there,
Like, he has
all
that-
these buyers,
What
and
is it,
then
the
he was like,
Kilroy-
"I already sold the movie. You guys just came to watch it for because you couldn't
No,
buy it."
he-
Like,
That's a troll move.
and it was like, come on,
I don't think he
dude.
meant it as he does cut he has a movie Kilroy that he
Yep,
made with these
yep.
Full Sail students.
Yep.
That people would have watched because he's fucking Kevin Smith, but it's an NFT.
Yep.
And it's like he's done stupid shit like this
Yep.
before, trying to be cutting edge because he
Yep.
was an independent filmmaker, man. So I don't fault him for trying to be ahead of the curve again,
Sure.
even though it's made him look like a cunt a couple
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
for sure. But
But
Red
I
State,
I think that's why people don't respect it like they should.
I
Because
just
of the post.
honestly
But I love it.
go ask people
It's
out in the
fucking
world.
awesome.
Most people haven't fucking seen it.
yeah, it's
which is
pretty
crazy.
underground.
Yeah, you. I think those of us who are in the know think Kevin Smith matters more than he does to the general public, and
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
hasn't for a long time. And it's
Yeah.
sad because I love his fucking late work. All right, Sophia, Sam, This is the last one, right?
Or you want to do something?
Sophia, do it. No, this is
Go
your
for
chair.
Okay.
Sam's the growth.
Our final pick this evening is going to be Scooby-Doo the movie. In the land of
Whimsical.
there is always something going on Spooky Island.
I kind of love the singing. Like, that kind of makes me like the pick more. It is a cult?
Yeah. So it's essentially a bunch
I
of
get them confused
teenagers.
Scooby-Doo 1 and 2 a lot.
So 2 is the monster one.
Yes, that's like Monster Island.
Correct.
I gotta say,
yeah.
I missed this
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah, movie. They're phenomenal
You weren't
movies.
getting laid back when this came
Yeah, I
out?
guess
I was like,
not. I wasn't on the level.
You
Written
were
by
showing
James
your
Gunn. Written
mommies.
by
James Gunn.
James Gunn. So essentially, there's this theme park island, all-inclusive resort called Spooky Island, and there's this man who is getting college
Spooky
students
Sophie
to come
makes sense
out.
now.
You know what I'm saying? Come out to this island, and all of a sudden, this guy reaches out to the the Scooby-Doo clan's like, guys, there's something weird happening on this island. You got to come out and see what's
Oh my
happening.
God, by the way, 2 chicks in your mouth? Incredible.
Phenomenal.
Hey,
Do you want to sponsor us?
Hey, he said, hey.
Hey, this is great. Do you want to sponsor us?
why don't you explain?
I'm trying to
what
cut
you're-
a fucking promo so we can just
Explain what you're saying here
Yeah, 2
for
chicks.
for the
I
audio.
put it
only
to the
listeners.
can. I did the whole thing.
They are really good canned
I
cocktails.
did like the double men gum. 2 is better than
So
1.
you're talking about a drink.
I'm talking about two chicks that drink in my mouth.
Look,
This is
Yeah.
vodka, lemon,
We're
lime
trying to talk about
cocktails.
movies, man.
We're trying to talk about Scooby-Doo Spooky
Oh,
Island.
sorry, cinephiles that are fucking
Angry.
heartbroken about
Anyways, these-
Scooby-Doo the movie.
These college students have been not possessed, but
Blasted.
coerced into that too probably
True.
coerced
Griffey's going a little too
into
Griffey.
this like zombie
I'll pull it
mode
back.
of following. And so the Scooby-Doo clan is there, the mystery clan is there to figure out what's going on.
Don't call them a clan. It's 2026.
Are they not called? Is that? I don't know. Anyway.
Mystery Gang, I think.
The gang.
Oh, the gang.
Actually, they're Mystery Inc. That's their
Yeah.
legal
Mystery Inc.,
designation.
yeah.
You need like 7 people to be a clan.
The 2 chicks do hit a
Jesus.
bit harder than
He
the
came up with that
Seltzers.
number quick, just saying.
Anyways, cult on a spooky island. Turns out it was Scrappy Doo the whole time.
the
Spoiler
whole
alert.
time,
But-
Scrappy.
Spoiler.
But what's the cult that Scrappy Doo's actually started?
It's the college students. He brings them to this island and he
Doesn't he mind control them? I guess cult leaders are all mind control.
it's all mind control.
I'd like to point out that you tried to take Quentin Tarantino away from me. And you're like, Scooby
And then
Doo.
you're like Scrappy Doo.
Hey, it's
That's a
James
lot.
Gunn.
It's James Gunn.
It's fucking
okay?
James Gunn, dude.
Put some respect on
James
it.
Get
put a
off.
gun to my head. I couldn't tell you 2 things that happened in that movie. But
It's
I
a
know
great
I saw it.
movie. It's a great movie.
Hey, the point is, you saw it.
Yeah.
I know I saw it because I love Matthew Lillard.
He's
And he's
phenomenal.
such
as
a good
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Sarah
Yeah.
Michelle Gellar.
Sarah
Yeah.
Michelle Gellar. Freddie
Phenomenal.
Prinze. We ended up writing for WWE and does Star Wars voices.
Velma is also
Velma,
great. I can remember-
Freaks and Geeks.
Man, the
Yeah.
amount of times I've seen adult videos of Velma. Not proud of it, but my God.
AI versions of them.
Oh.
Real.
no.
Fucking real. One of the best subgenres. Neither here nor there. That's cool. I
Wait,
don't know
isn't
that
she
it's
a cartoon?
I don't know that it's a cult. Not when I watch it.
It is a cult. The whole island is a cult of. Scrappy Doo starts this cult of college students.
Okay.
We're getting along in the tooth.
We're getting long in the
Alright.
tooth and long in the
So
piss
we-
stick. It's
yeah,
time
we-
to talk.
We're going with
Let's-
Scooby Doo.
Okay, so let's start. Producer Nick.
I got it. I got the list.
Oh, Sam's writing the list. So Sam,
Producer Sam.
get the mic. So talk about Josh first.
All right.
Save
So,
Heath for last because he's got a tinky.
Hull took
Don't call him Hull like that, dude. Wow.
Hull. I got your back.
That's me.
Midsommar,
Yes.
Get Out,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I think
That's a
that might
good
cost you.
list.
That's a good list, though.
That's a fucking.
That's a lot
that's
of fucking
was
movies
that
that
che- Was
people
that cheering over
adore.
there? That was cheering. Over
Ooh.
there, by the way.
Producer Nick, if he's gonna pick sides, is fucking banished.
Yeah,
That
was
you can't pick
fucking-
sides.
There's
You
only
can-
one side you're allowed to pick without getting banished.
The Griff
Yeah,
took Wicker Man,
Yep.
perfect.
The Empty Man.
A lot of man.
Yeah, a lot of mans.
Just
Kill
full of men.
List,
Kill us more double men.
Killer.
lots of men, and Red State.
This is a lot of men.
A lot of
Okay,
men.
lot
A lot
of-
of men.
yeah.
That's a
Lots
good
of men.
fucking
That's
list.
a good list.
I'm
That's-
feeling very
that
happy
is
with
a
that
classic
list.
cult.
See, this is the
list.
thing. Sometimes you lose drafts, but you're very proud of
Yeah.
what you drafted.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
That's a good. That's
There
a
are
good
some
draft.
that you lose and you're like, I fucking picked dog shit on that. That's all.
Yeah.
I will feel proud of that no matter
10
what.
Cloverfield Lane. Where you
Shut up!
See?
Yeah, not bad.
All right, Sofa Sam, what'd you have?
So for Sam, the winning list is Rosemary's Baby. Solid first pick.
Great deal. Free rent and
That's so
babysitter.
fucking
Babysitters.
Weird. Yeah.
Goes with
A
Rosemary's
lot
Baby.
of babysitter horror. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Children of the Corn.
Yep.
Another, when they grow up,
These are
they got to
great.
do something, right?
A lot
They
of
gotta
kids.
be out in that
A lot of kids.
And
This is
then, in order to, entertain the babies that you're sitting,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
you can put on Scooby-Doo the movie.
Sam does
You
not,
guys, I want you to.
Sam does not
yeah.
entertain babies.
You guys started with Rosemary's Baby and ended at Scooby Doo.
Yes,
I
we
will
did.
say that was
What
the wild. That
are
was
we
the wildest
fucking
journey.
doing?
AKA
That
the
was
perfect circle.
Incredible.
That was the wild journey.
incredible.
All right,
They're
Heath
gonna
had-
win.
God.
And then finally, ending it,
Finally.
Heath. Eyes wide shut.
Yep.
Yes.
Martha, Mary, Mary, Mary.
Martha,
those.
Marcy,
I wrote it down as Martha, Mary,
Marcy, May,
Martha,
Marlene.
Okay,
Marcy
that one.
Mameline.
and Fight Club,
Yeah.
and Sacrament, which is one I
Great,
really
that's
wanted.
a great fucking
Super
movie.
good.
Sacrament
All right,
was
so
awesome.
let's go over some that we missed here quickly.
Hereditary.
Hereditary. I can't
Hereditary.
believe Hereditary is
Right,
not
Hereditary.
chosen.
I know.
How about Apostle?
Yep.
Yes,
Dan Stevens
I had
was so good.
Apostle.
No one picked The Master. It's not really messed
Yeah.
up, but it is
Yeah.
probably one of the best cult movies.
House of the Devil.
Society.
Society.
Silent Hill?
Society, incredible. The Void.
The Void.
Oh.
Well,
I love the
just
fucking
picked
Void.
that fucking thing. Like, so
I
I was
love
like,
The Void. The Believers is a really weird movie that I
Yeah.
love.
guys, Race with the Devil,
Race with the Devil.
The Ritual,
How about Silent Hill?
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Can I give a special shout out to? I didn't want to pick it because it wasn't a feature film, but Safe Haven from VHS 2, which is arguably like, which is
We'll give a shout out too. We have a friend we made at Genre Blast who made one of my favorite cult short films ever called The Watcher.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
about the one
Nathan
lady who
Sellers.
has to clean up after the
Oh,
cult
that's
all
a
commit
great
suicide.
Oh.
It's really
It is
good.
one of the best
Yeah.
fucking couple minutes you'll ever spend in your life.
Yeah.
It's fucking perfect. Nathan Sellers! You know we love you. I don't know if you love me anymore because you haven't fucking called me.
Paranormal
That's how you
Activity
go to
3,
Paranormal 3.
Faults,
There's
we love-
so many
Faults was
cult
fucking
movies.
awesome.
We
Lords
love
of
Nathan
Salem?
Sellers. That was a great one. We
Lords
love
of
all these
Salem,
films.
Lords of
Lords of
Salem.
Salem. What
Lords of
about
Salem. Well, this is what, because I had a question too. Do covens count?
Yeah, I
Because
think
like
so.
Suspiria,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
I wanted Suspiria, but I was like, that's technically a coven, not a
Yeah,
cult.
that's true.
Curse
you're
of
right.
Michael Myers.
Yeah,
I
We
thought
talked about it.
Here's,
We talked
here's
about
the big
Yeah.
one no one picked. Halloween 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
That
cult.
is a druidic cult,
Yeah.
and that's not up for debate.
No, it's
It's
not.
a druidic cult. So we
I-
had some great ones that are on the board. So let's go
Wait,
through
wait,
it.
wait,
I,
again.
just
think
have-
that Sophia and Sam should sub in Halloween 6 for one of their movies, so they just keep that
Wait,
weird
I-
theme
there-
of like.
No.
I can't believe you did not pick
Uncle-
Halloween 3 as
Uncle
your last
fucking
pick.
niece.
I
I
will say
didn't-
that.
Because I just didn't see it as a cult. I want to save that
That's
one
a
for like.
druidic cult.
Sure, I'm just saying I want to save that for another pick that it might fit a little bit better and
There-
play
We
play a
don't
little
have
bit.
the rule in place yet. You can pick whatever you want.
There was one
Didn't
I
we
wanted
say
to ask
last-
you guys
okay,
about
anyways, Heath.
because I wasn't sure if it qualified or not, but I really wanted to pick it. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
I saw that come up in one of the threads.
Dude,
I was reading.
yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
that
Rima.
counts.
All
Did
right,
we,
so
did we say
have
House of the Devil?
House of the
House
Devil.
of the Devil.
All right, so who went first?
Heath.
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 I did.
Oh wait, no, we did.
You went
Yes.
first
Yeah. Oh
around.
my
So
God.
Heath, you have first pick if you want to change any of your picks.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Really?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm great.
You're great. Sam, read my list back. I might check.
All right, Griff, you have Wicker Man,
I just want to hear it.
Empty Man, Kill List, and Red State.
You know, I can't change. I just have the perfect list. Do you guys want to change Scooby-Doo with winning any of the fucking 15 other movies? We just-
Scooby Doo's gonna win it for us, isn't it?
I think it's charming. We're gonna keep Scooby Doo.
They've got the Gen Z vote.
Oh, I can't wait to see one of them as Scooby-Doo in the animation.
I think it should be both of them. I think it should be Scooby and Shaggy. That's what I think should happen. This is crazy. This is a good list by one of us.
Thank you.
And some people hate Asian martial artists. Some people like their cartoons.
I
a
don't
little too
hate.
long.
Okay, let's get this on record now that we can talk about it. I don't hate
We
Bruce
can
Lee.
talk about it the whole time. It's a podcast.
I just don't think Bruce Lee is as important to cinema history as Quentin Tarantino.
Would you?
All right.
He's an actor.
Nick, shut off his camera.
Would you
Shut off
put
his
Bruce?
mic.
He was
would
more
you
than
s-
an actor, my friend. Much more.
He's a humanitarian.
Was he?
Producer.
He was a movement.
He was a movement.
Well, I'm a producer.
That's technically true.
God.
Well, Sam just sullied a whole fucking genre of genre.
I don't feel like producer is the title it used to be.
There's almost no
Really not.
couches now. None, literally none in our
Holy
case.
shit.
All right, that's it. We're getting the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
get out.
Vote for me wherever you find podcasts. Go to Patreon. Support the Messed Up Movies podcast. We have tons of awesome shit over there we'd love you to be a part of. Go to Indiegogo, type in Mr. Cream Jeans, get your ass in this fucking room and draft against us, you fucking cowards. I dare you. Also, please find Misfit Parade on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. All the cool places. We're there, you're there. Let's hug digitally.
Join our cult.
Join our cult. We don't know who the leader is, but it's not Sam.
It might be.
It might be.